Hey friends, welcome back to APinkeClothlife. It's been a little while, but I am so excited to be back and sharing my November budget reset with you. So if you are new here, my name is Tina, and on this channel we talk about budgeting, cash stuffing, managing money on a low income, and balancing it all with the 9-to-5, motherhood, and running my small business, Pink Cloth. So I've been trying to get back on track with my budgeting routine, and this month I really want to focus on being intentional with my money, setting realistic goals, and rewarding myself along the way. So before we get into November, guys, before the November budget and cash stuffing, I want to share a quick unboxing with you guys because this is something I've been so excited about. So I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to be unboxing, and I'm actually going to be using it in my video. But yeah, I'm being honest with you guys. Budgeting sometimes can be a struggle because you can fall off the bandwagon and then get back on and so on. So, but let's go ahead. Let's get this unboxing done. Okay. All right, y'all. So today's video is kindly sponsored by Rose Forever New York. So if you haven't heard of them, they're a New York based brand that launched in 2019 and designed rose boxes made with natural roses that last for a year while looking, y'all, and smelling so fresh. But today I don't have a boutique. I have a candle. Okay. All right. So the one that let me make sure I got this correct. So the one that I picked was the Orange Blossom Scented Candle. And we gonna see if it's a yay or a nay for the smell. Okay. I probably could have just, oh my gosh. I probably could have just used this. Y'all, I am dangerous with that thing. All right. Let's see. So we have, ooh, look at that. Okay, so this is how it's packaged. I take it out of the packaging, but I actually want you guys to see how it's packaged. So it's packaged very, very carefully. So we're gonna just move this over here. All right, let me smell first. Oh my God, this smells so good. All right, I'm gonna let you guys smell. We always do the smell test here. All right, so. Okay. Silly, right? So the reason I pick this candle is like I'm a fan of green tea. So when I saw some of the ingredients that were in here was lemon, green tea, and lime, I was like, ooh, I got to get it. And they put it as top notes is the lemon, green tea, and lime. And then the mid notes is jasmine, orange flowers, and mugwort. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And then base notes is vetiver, moss, and cedar. So the candle size here, this is a nice size candle. Oh my gosh. So the candle size is 6.3 inches and this weighs 4.5 pounds. And you get, for burn time, you get 150 hours, 4 wicks. And yes, so this does have like a citrus smell to it. And I feel like it is perfect for this cozy fall season. So like I said, the packaging is stunning. And I love that it adds a little luxury to my space without breaking the bank. Okay, and I forgot to almost tell you guys that they have an early Black Friday sale on the website with discounts of up to 45%. And I do have a discount code in the description box for $20 off. So you just have to use code TINARF and that will get you there. But baby, we are going to be lighting this thing and I am going to have to maneuver some stuff around here. Move this over here. And we're going to enjoy some orange blossom over here. I think this way, this will be good. So it's not touching anything. Okay, let's get that aroma. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump back into our November budget reset and see where our money is going for this month. Oh, let me move all this stuff. All right, so we're going to bring my budget planner back over here. And I know you guys have been asking me about, am I going to do the budget planner for next year? I am working on getting the packets because a lot of you already have the covers. So now the packet, I'm thinking about doing another cover. So that's my brain. I think that's what I might do, draw another one of these, and then see. But I'll see how much time I have, and I'll see how that goes. So we're going to go ahead and see how much we are stuffing now. The cash that I have is going to be a little bit wonky because I did use some money out of it. And then what else did I do? Yeah, I did. I think I did use some of it. All right, so we're going to actually stuff 169. That's how much we should have here, but on our sheet it's going to be a little bit more, but I'll show you guys because I'm doing some of those cashless. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 62, 64, 66, 67, 68, 69. Those twos are crisp. I usually don't have to, so this is a little bit different. Okay, and then I'm just going to stick this back here. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go to my November section. All right, so I already have my November calendar pretty much completely filled out with all of my bills from the 1st through the 30th. This is really helpful, and it helps me get a full visual of what's coming out and when. So especially since I juggle a 9 to 5 and then a side hustle and being a mom, I like to start each month by looking at my fixed bill and along with variable expenses and what's left over for savings and spending. So this month I'm working with a lower income, so we're keeping it realistic but still making progress. And I like to use stickers in my book, but you don't have to use stickers. You can use a highlighter. But this is what I use, and it makes it fun because it's not fun for my money, $60 of my money going to the water bill. I mean, I know I need it, but I don't know. You know what I mean. All right, so we're going to hop over. So this just has all of the bills, and then when the bills do come out, I can just pretty much check them off when the day come. And then my nail appointment, I just did that, so I'm going to check that off too. All right, so let's move over to the next section. We're just going through it. So this one right here is my budget month outlook page. This just gives me like a brief overlook of the month. So for my last month wins, let's start with that. So even though I didn't post, I still stayed on track with my bills and made extra debt payments. So that was pretty much progress. So even if I'm not posting, guys, I'm still doing my budget. Sometimes when you do videos, when you have to do it on, it takes a little bit more time, and you have to edit and do all this stuff like this. But if you're doing it just behind the scenes, you can just be like boop 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 and do it, and you just get it done. So next we have debt payoff goals, which is over here. So this month I'm focusing on paying off Capital One. So it's small steps, but every little bit counts. And then next we have no spend goals. So for November I'm doing a it's like not a mini no spend, but I guess a eat out. Because I'm finding myself falling back into the habit of wanting to go grab food instead of being more strategic with going to like buying food and then fixing it at home. So I'm kind of like, do you ever feel like you've been doing good and then all of a sudden you see yourself go to Wendy's one time? You're like, I just go this time. Then you see yourself kind of slipping, and then you're starting to go to Chipotle. And you're like, okay, I'm just going to get to this time. Then you see yourself slipping and you're going to McDonald's. Then you're going to Chick-fil-A. Then you're like, wait a minute. I didn't went like 4 or 5, whatever, different times. So I am going to actually be starting my dining out or not. This one worked really, really, really well when I was like doing it. So it's dining in or out savings challenge. So what that is, it's you put the daily amount that you would not spend for in this box down here. So that will be your day for your days all during the week. So Monday, if I didn't stop at Chick-fil-A, get breakfast, if I made it all at home, then I would put $10 here. So you can do it at the end of the week, grab the cash, or you can do it whenever you want, whatever is convenient for you. But at the end of the week, if I didn't spend any money stopping, getting a bagel or whatever, but if I got a bagel and the bagel was $5, I took the $5 from the 10, so I'll have $5 here. Now, if I went and got something to eat and used all of it, I put a 0. So couple weeks I had $70 because I didn't stop at all. It was like a mind thing. Like I was like, I'm going to do this. So I was able to save like $70, put that in my Alpha Save challenge. Next week, do $70, put that in my Alpha Save challenge. It was awesome. But I just feel like, I'm slipping and sliding to the fast food. So I keep this in my everyday cash spending while, oh, y'all, my nail tech did this. She did, isn't that crazy? She ended up doing my nails to match my binder. Okay, I am a little bit, that's just doing too much, right? All right, whatever. Okay, so especially like I said on eating out and impulse buys. Now I did end up getting me a purse, but y'all, I've been working my butt off. I'm working hard, and I did get rid of some of my old purses I had, and I did take some to Mission Thrift and gave some away. So yeah. So I did good. So with prices going up, I really want to focus on using what I already have. And I deserve a purse. All right. All right. Okay, now for investment goals. So even on a low income, I do try to put something in investments. I know sometimes investments can be like a big word, like, oh my gosh, investments. I don't want to do it. It's too risky, whatever. But I've been actually putting $100 automatically debited out of my account. It's set up. I don't even think about it. Sometimes I don't even remember when it comes out. And that was one thing that I had an issue with for the last couple. I wasn't tracking it, and that was it's easy to say, hey, I don't even worry about it coming out, but you need to track it and make sure you put it in your balance that's coming out of your account, so you're not, overdrawn. So, and it could be like a $10 habit. It's just the habit that matters. So it doesn't matter the amount, just the habit. All right. So next we have savings goals. And my savings goals for this month is to continue to build up my emergency fund and to add to a few of my sinking funds, especially for the holiday gifts, because the holidays are right around that corner. All right. So important days is, I didn't really write down a lot. It was just my nail appointment. I have a massage appointment, so I've been saving $20 for that. So that'll be funded by the time I go to my massage. So I'm definitely keeping in mind the holidays and my business deadlines. And also my holiday boxes, guys, are going out December the 4th through the 8th. And I've already sent out the subscriptions for November. So if you sign up for the Ko-fi subscriptions, this will be for December. So I'm working on those already. I'm having like a lot of fun like doing these little subscription boxes. So thank you all guys for signing up for my subscription boxes. Y'all, I haven't talked to y'all in a while, so I'm like blah, 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 blah. Okay, so now I'm just going to go briefly over my monthly bill tracker. Since I'll be doing my paycheck #1 budget on the 7th, I did wait a little bit to cash stuff because let's be real, life does get busy when you work full-time, have a side hustle, and y'all, a kid, and Aiden is active in sports, so we have a little break, but still, it's a lot of, because you still have to clean the house, food, do all the extra stuff, and take care of yourself. So I am here now, and we're getting back on track, okay? So let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and walk through how much income, budget, and all that stuff, so we can go ahead and get back kind of rolling. So for income, I just do a total amount of income. I used to break it down, but it start to get like a little bit complicated. So I just can't do complicated, can't do it. Okay, so for income, I had budgeted for $29.99. I guess I should just say, and then we got rollover $3,000. I guess I should have just said that, but you know what I mean. So rollover is $296. So we're gonna take our calculator. And let's put this over here. So we got $2,999 plus $296. So that's $3,295. And then actual that I received was $2,932. All right, now I am going to focus to make sure that I get this right on the first time. I wish you guys could yell through the screen when I'm like tearing it up. Okay, so after school, we've already did that. That's 90. No overage, that's 1103. All right, so we have 3,228 minus $90. So that's 3,138. All right, am I good, y'all? Am I good? Minus 120. So that's 120 that I paid. So no overage shortage, and I did do that on 11/04, the exact date. So that's 3,018. That looks about right. So next we have after school. So we did $90, no overage shortage. So that is paid on 11/10. I like to do those on the exact date because it's more what do you want to call it, so I can keep up with when the day when I paid for it. Okay, so that's 2,928. All right, next we have Brinks. So actual is 0 because remember I have a long thing of this for free because of the situation that happened. So I got a buttload of credits. So we're just going to do 11/12. So that'll stay the same. Bless it. All right, Target, which we ain't even going to talk about it. We just going to put $70 here. And then we got 11/14, which I had that come out. I actually went to Target and I was able to pay it at the counter. But it still came out of my checking account. So 2,858. Okay. Netflix, which went up to $17.99. I still want to write $15.49, but it's not $15.49. But if it went up that much from $15.49 to $17.99, y'all, I'm good with it. I'm not crying here. All right, so that's 11/14, and that is an automatic payment. I was supposed to do automatic here, so that's what that is. And I have got to start, y'all. I have got to start riding my bike again and doing my little workout, because when you work out and you stop doing it, I'm telling you, you feel it. All right, so mine is $17.99. So that's 2,840.01 minus 60 Vodaville, which is not bad. 60, I'll take it. 2,780.01. So minus mortgage, 1,741, and that's 11/16. So 1,741. So that's 1,039.01. And I am going to go back. Mine is after school. And I'm going to go check this just to make sure, because I want to make sure it's right. All right, so that's 949.01. All right, minus the 70.80. And if your internet bill is, ooh, nope. If your internet bill is like $200 or something, call them. See if you can do streaming and cut some of those out. Because I was able to get mine. Mine was only like $120 or $30, but I was able to get it down to $70. So $878.21. All right. Now I'm going to go back and make sure this is right, because I don't want to be, because the last couple times I was like tripping. So I want to make sure this is perfect. Okay, 878.21. All right, y'all see we did it twice. Now, something wrong. I'm getting y'all. No, I'm joking. Plus 120. This should be the same. Well, no, mine is still 40.35. I'm take that back. Oop, 17.99. All right, 60 plus 17.41 plus 90 plus 70.80. So that's 2,390.14. I'm going to do this one, 90, 120, 90, 70, 17.99, 60. Y'all, I done got crusty because I ain't did a video in a long time. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we got 2,349.79. All right, and I'm going to subtract this. And that should give me the 40.35. That's the difference. Okay, y'all, I told you I am making sure that I get this together. Now, I won't even in camera zoom. Okay, so emergency 160. And then I actually did 60 instead of 100. And like I said, if you want to do 100, you're going to do 60. Don't beat yourself up, because like I said, I think the best thing to do is to be realistic. Realistic beats lying to yourself. I'm just saying. All right, so we're going to take 878, 21 minus 60. So that's 818.21. All right, now capital 1 for 50. So I'm going to do 50. So that was actually 50. All right, so minus $50. So we have, I need to take this out. So we have 768.21. Okay, so 768.21. Okay. So next we're going to do our cash envelopes. All right, so that right there is, this here is my cash wallet. I know a lot of people use A7, but I like this because I can put my coins in there, which I don't actually have any coins. Do I? I mean, I have a coda in here. That's about it. Just one coda. That's not for an emergency to do it, okay? All right, so we are going to do our cash budgeting. I got this big old pom-pom right here, y'all. For groceries, household, you remember that I do a lot of grocery pickup, and I utilize my shopping book a lot. And I think I am about almost out of stock for those. And I use this a lot, and that's what I do for my pickup orders here. And as you can see, this thing has been through the ringer. And then this is like if I need to do like just sticky notes in the back. And then that. So for groceries, I don't think we have anything left in any of these envelopes. So groceries, we're going to do add cash. And then we're going to do 11, what's today's date? Okay, we're going to do 11/10, and then we're going to add 150. So that'll make us have 150. And remember, this one here is cashless, so I don't have any cash. So remember I told you I have some envelopes. What you see here is not going to be all of the cash that I actually have. All right, so we're going to put that back in. Y'all, this candle smells really good. I'm just like, what? This smells so good. All right, so next we have eat out. So eat out, I'm going to do $30. And this is the one that I told you I'm trying to, like I said, I've noticed that I done got a little bit sloppy with it, and I've been stopping more than what I should have. Okay, so next, so we do 30. All right, so next we're going to do gas, and gas is another one that is cashless, and I actually need to get gas, but y'all peep this out. Your girl has 70 cents off of the gallon. So I'll be able to fill up and have a little bit of cash left over. I am excited. Excited. Okay, so next we have miscellaneous. We're not doing anything with that. Okay, so personal money, I would have had $40. But I used it to get a bag, and I hadn't got a bag in a while, so I got myself a bag. So this $40 is already gone. So I actually used it, and I didn't pull the money out. I just went ahead and but I did add it in my expenses here, and so that is what we have. And I probably should do 0 because it is not here. All right, so personal we can skip. Splurge, we're going to do $25, so we're going to do a 20 and a 5. All right, and then we are starting over with our McDonald's and our Chick-fil-A savings challenge here. So that's what that one is. So we can go ahead. I'm going to do $7, so I'm going to go ahead and do part of the meal. So that'll be $7. So I'm going to do 5 and a 2. And I'm just going to use this orange. And don't coordinate with nothing, but hey, we're making progress over here. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, so next we're going to do our chicken fillet. Make sure that's dry. Our chicken fillet again, and Aiden still has his $5 gift card. I forgot all about that. All right, so we're going to mark in a $5 French fry. And it was awesome using our chicken fillet money and our McDonald's money. That was awesome. So we're going to do 2. I'm going to do 2, 4. I'm going to do 5 here. Okay. And I'm just going to put this way. I think I'm on my nail sideways. Okay, perfect. All right, and then I don't think I have anything else there. All right, so this, I'm just going to stick that there. So this will be $5. And let's add this up. 150 plus 30. Okay, so we got $297. All right, so balance, we got 150, 30, 40, 25, 7, and 5. So we have 257. Okay, so next I'm going to go ahead and do this. So we're going to subtract the 768.21 minus, and the D is going to be the 297. Okay, so minus the 297 would be 471.21. All right, next we're going to do massage and Christmas, and this is the one I told you that I be saving for, because your girl needs it for her back. All right, so we're going to do massage, and I have one already scheduled coming up. So we are actually going to be adding $20 to massage. So that'll give us 20, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. So that'll give us $40 for that. And I'm going to do, we did add 20. That's not my total. So we're going to do, we have 40 in there. I've had these envelopes for a while. Okay, so next we're going to do Christmas. And this was one of the little quick Christmas savings that I was doing. So this should give me a quick $300. I'm not going to do a lot of Christmas shopping, so this might cover what I got going on. So I'm not doing a lot because I'm doing mostly for Aiden. So, and I don't really need nothing. I'm just glad that, you know what I'm saying, I can enjoy family. So we're going to do another heart. And the hearts represents $35 there. So that's what that one there. So we're going to do $35. So in here we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95, 105. So we have $105 saved so far. And I think I started this in a little bit last of October. All right, so that's 35. How much did I say we have? Y'all, I can't remember. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this says 3, 2, so that'll be $55. All right, and we can go ahead and work this out. So we have 471.21 minus $55. So 416.21. All right, next we have our savings challenge for groceries, because grocery is higher than gas. As my little niece would say, it's has gas. She'd be cracking me up. All right, so this is just for when I go over budget for groceries. So I'm going to try not to use this until I fill all of this up. And with this savings challenge here, I should be able to save $100, an extra $200 for groceries. And it's just something fun, cute, and kawaii. All right, so we're going to actually do $25 for that. So I'm going to do 25, and look at that, because usually I'm like over, how much? Like usually I'm over here. I'll show you. Nope, wrong binder. So usually like with groceries, as you can see here, I am like over budget. See, I was over budget $2.05, which is not over. And last time I was over 10 cents. So as you can see, this is how I'm over budget. So this little bit here will help me where I can pull it out of there and not, you know, interfere with my budget. So this here already. So we have 20, 40, 45. So we already have $50 in here. So we're going to do that. So that's $50 extra just in case, say like, hey, I don't have enough for what I budget for. So I can pull out of here if I need to get like some bread, some for Aiden's lunch or something like that. All right, so next we're going to do my favorite 52 weeks. Y'all, I am working like a mad woman on these bags. My gosh, everybody has been getting them. And yeah. All right, so for 52 weeks, we're going to be doing $22. And I think that's the week that I'm on. And you don't have to stay on the same weeks. You can just do it whatever. I started wrapping the money around the paper so I can actually, I might make a dashboard. I'm not sure, but I like it like this though. All right, so we're going to do $22. So 10, 20, 21, 22. All right. So we're going to wrap this around here like that, like this and like that and like this. And I'm going to stick that in there. That goes around the money, the card. Okay. So that's how much we got already. And then this is what we got to go. So this is, we got more to go. All right. So that is all of that. Okay, and that is 47. All right, so we're going to subtract this. So we got 416, 21 minus $47. So we have 369.21. All right, so let's add this up to make sure that what we got is right. Fingers crossed. All right, so expenses is $2,349.79. Okay, plus $60 plus 50. All right, and then we're going to add $297 plus the 55 plus the 47. All right, so that'll give us a total of $2,858.79, and our income was $3,228. Okay, now what we need to do, since we have our expenses and then we have our income. All right, so we're gonna take. All right, so we're going to take 3,228 minus the 2,858.79, and so that'll give us the 369.21. So this is our buffer and what we have left. Okay. All right, guys, we are actually done. And these other stickers. All right. Thank you guys so much. All right, guys, so I hope this video helps motivate you to start or restart your budget this month. So remembering that budgeting isn't all about being perfect. It's about being aware and making progress even on a low income. So if you've enjoyed this video, guys, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel at APinkeClothlife for more real life budgeting content, cash stuffing, and small business updates. I'll see you in my next video where I'll be doing more cash stuffing savings challenges for November. And like I always say, guys, until next time, peace.